This is not a man's world as God created it. Go back to the book of Genesis. Male and female, he created them, it says, in God's image. You know, when I was growing up, and I went to a parochial school for 8 years, and I learned that Eve was built out of a rib from Adam. Now, we can find some sense of that in the book of Genesis, but then I was also taught and believed until I was in high school, I think, that meant that women and men had a different number of ribs, that there was a different count, and you could tell, if it was a woman or man by how many ribs they have. Fully, completely. I believed that. There was also a sense, I don't know if I was taught this or I just kind of thought it by the way the world was in my day growing up, which was still pretty patriarchal in the 50s and 60s. I believe that sense that a woman was made out of a part of man meant that she was something less. God didn't just create her to begin with. He said, let me see. What's a part that Adam can do without? Yeah, he can do without this piece, and I'll take this and I'll make woman out of it. And that's not what the book of Genesis is telling us. The book of Genesis is telling us in that sense of woman being created out of the part of man is that they are, like Adam said, this is bone of my bone. This is flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, for which it was taken out of man. Now you do know in the original language, he didn't just say, she shall be known, or her name is woman. He said, she shall be, whoa, man. Because when God created men and women, he finished the day and said, this is good. Not only that, he said that every day, but on the sixth day, what he said was, this is very good, very tov. Tov is a word that was translated good in the Old Testament, but it's like massively bigger and better than just our simple word good. If I make dinner for you and I ask you how you like it and you go, it's good, I would kind of think, all right, it's not quite there yet. I've learned if Krista gets her hair cut and she asks what I think about it, she has to ask because I don't notice otherwise. And when she asks about it, I don't say, oh, it looks good. It's not enough. But tov, that Hebrew word, man, it is like way beyond good. And it's recorded that when God created man and woman, he said, this is very good. That's how God created humankind.